I've basically driven into the storm. I'm a storm chaser. Plonker, Rodney.
Oh, it's blowing up humid hooly on the Isle of Skye. Poor little fan. Poor little Marko. Oh, quite snug in here though. Oh. Well, this is it. This is the Isle of Skye. I was going to walk up there, but you know what? Jesus. Ah, wow. It's howling. It's absolutely howling out there. It's been howling all night. Absolutely blowing a gale. The rain. This van has been tossing and turning. I don't know if you can appreciate it on the video now, but God, you see it now. This isn't as bad as it was. It's cleared up with the morning. That's where I was going to go. I'd rather be up Ben Nevis. You can't even see it. Shrouded in mist now. All the things I was going to do, but it's weather dependent to a great degree. Well, certainly hurricane dependent, storm Agnus dependent. So, yeah. I was going to go for a swim as well. I ain't going for a swim in that. I'd drown. That is the Atlantic Ocean, effectively, in a lock. Can't be a lock then, can it? But you know what I mean. Right, so, oh, it's a bus. They have got all the services here. It's the only place actually in Scotland I haven't found 4G. Right, I've got to close this door because it's just howling. It kind of feels like I'm in a car wash. I mean, you just can't see anything. But there is something out there, I assure you. Well, something. Not a lot. It is the Isle of Skye. I didn't expect to be able to see that much in this weather, but you can't see bugger all, mate. Anyway, for those of you who want to know what van life's like, this is snail life. This isn't van life, this is snail life. When I get this little screen up, it's warm as anything in there, warm as toast. I have ventured out, but really, you're literally peeing into the wind. I literally was peeing into the wind and getting it back on me. Wow. Anyway, the life of a van life photographer. The van life photographer. I'll have to check if anyone's got that name, because I might just change the name of the channel to that. 15 Nifty is, I haven't been that nifty on this tour, because the weather has been so shit. Right. More coffee. Cheers, hope you're having a brighter day down in England or wherever you're watching, because hopefully I'm reaching across the continents with the 15 Nifty channel. Right, I'll catch you later. Cheers. Oh, dear me. So I'm down at the ferry port on the southwest tip of the Isle of Skye, and obviously there's no ferries going now, but I did just notice there's an island called Rum. It's part of the Hebrides Islands. I live on Rum, but not that one. Mine's spiced. Anyways, there's a lot of islands here. This is it's classed as the Hebrides Islands into the Atlantic Ocean. Not the outer Hebrides, I don't think. I think they're a bit further up. But I'm going to go around the island, go back to where I came, up the main route, and that'll take me to the north and northwest tips, where you're really looking out into the Atlantic proper, and hopefully I'll get some big wave shots. There's a few here, but it's just not that special. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head up away from Rum. I'm leaving Rum behind me, and I'm going to head up around the main parts of Skye and see if I can get some shots of some rugged weather. Whilst the weather's bad, there's got to be an upside of it, hasn't there? So that's the idea. I'll just give you one more look at what's going on here. Let me just show you this. So I just fell in love with the Greek stew. I just fell in love with the waitress. And now I've just fallen in love with an island. Not just that island, this island, the Isle of Skye. Fantastic. It's spectacular. Even in this weather. In fact, this weather probably adds to it. But wow, what a spectacular landscape. I guess if you lived here, you wouldn't appreciate it so much. But this is something else. I wonder what all these people do. I want to live in that house there, overlooking that for the rest of my days. Right, I'm going to get the camera out and see if I can get some shots. It's not hammering it down with rain now, it's still a bit windy, but the light on the trip on the way over is just phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. Tunnels of light. Hopefully I caught some of it in the time lapse of the drive. The thing is with Skye is that if you blink you miss it, and you miss something spectacular. Well, I wasn't going to come here, I was going to go right up north, right to the north tip, because the weather conditions are brightening up, still windy, and I really want to try and catch something of the Aurora Borealis at any stage of this trip that I can, and this would be the first chance of really getting a good glimpse. But I just saw this place, that little road, windy road with massive potholes, and I thought, you know, go and have a look. And that's probably the third or fourth time I've done that on the Isle of Skye, and you find some amazing scenery. I mean, this is spectacular, bloody spectacular. So I'm just going to have a look and see what's around this corner, because there's probably going to be something spectacular. Let's have a look. You don't want to get too close to the edge on this thing, because the wind changes and I'll have you in. Have you right in. But that is spectacular. It's just too windy to get to the edge and get in and see these waves. Obviously, if I was a real man, I'd brave it, but screw that. I'm not stupid. Well, I am. Yeah, I am stupid. But I'm not that stupid. Oh! Tail end of the hurricane. Gale or Agnus or Marko or whatever it is.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158
I have got here quite late, to be honest, because I was on the phone to my lad for a while as I was watching the sea from that last place. Beautiful place. So I've left it a bit late, but I've been in the car since the last 48 hours. It's been peeing down, blowing a hoolie. Now it's just blowing a hoolie, not peeing down. Although that may well change. So I just needed to stretch my legs. I've decided to come up this great big bloody thing. Saying that's probably just what I need. And I can't really complain at the view, can I? Not really. I've forgotten where I parked. Over there. They had to go and do it, didn't they? They had to do it. They had to do it. Putting a bloody lighthouse here. Lighthouse. Lighthouse. That looks like the same lighthouse as I was at last time. At the Mulligatawny. Mullagalloway. Looks the same. Do you think they just pick them up and plonk them down as I move? I think that might be what it is. Anyway, let's get a little bit closer. I've got a feeling the weather's going to turn for the worst. For the worst. Makes you wonder why they need a lighthouse, really. It's only a few rocks and a couple of waves. I'll tell you what, if I was a real man, I'd jump off that stack into the sea. I want to do it, but I know it's stupid. This is a bizarre place with stone pipes. Love it. Right, I've seen some crashing waves over here, down from the lighthouse. So before the battery runs out, which is about to, I'm going to try and grab some images. It's quite a bizarre landscape, to say the least. I'm not sure what this rock formation is. It's like it's almost like those limestone pavement kind of things you get. Well, I'm not sure it's limestone in Ireland. What do they call it? The Giant's Causeway or something like that. It's a bit like that, but these waves are blowing. I'm going to run out of battery, so I'll just carry on filming until I do. People say to me sometimes, how the hell can you live in your van all the time? Such a small space. I mean, it is really small. My space is really tiny, and this is what it looks like. I mean, I just feel really, really claustrophobic all the time. So no, I don't feel claustrophobic. I open my window and the world is at my feet, my very smelly feet. Time for a brew. I really need to wash this cup out, don't I? As my daughter would say, "That is disgusting," in an American accent. I don't know why she talks with an American accent. God bless America, just because I married a famous American movie star once upon a time. Anyway, good night. Almost at the very tip, the northern tip of Skye. Those are the outer Hebrides. That must mean I'm in the inner Hebrides, or just the Hebrides. So this spot here is at the northwest tip, almost, of the Isle of Skye. And behind me in this bay, apparently you can see dolphins, orcas, killer whales, and I swear on the snail I just saw an eagle, because it was the biggest thing flying around in the sky, but at quite a distance. So it was over there somewhere. You can see that little island just in the distance. I guess that's where it's living. I don't know. He was over that way, but he was massive. And all this coastline is absolutely gorgeous. Very barren up here. The roads are terrible. My suspension has taken a beating. So I'm going to not say so again in the video, so we all know where we are. I'm going to set up camp here. I'm going to set up the van here. Put some food on, and with a bit of luck, that's north over there, just where that tower is. If the gods bless me, I haven't looked at the report yet, I may even see a bit of the aurora. I had said to myself, I'm not leaving Skye until I see it, but saying that, I'm going on the NC 500 next, so I'm bound to see it then, surely. I'm not leaving Scotland till I do. As simple as that. I'm staying up north until I see the aurora borealis. I'm going to put some food on, keep my legs crossed, my fingers crossed, everything crossed, and hopefully I'll see some action. No, not that kind of action. Sea action and sky action and all of that. Right, catch you in a bit. Oh, nice and cosy. Bit smelly. Up until now, since I've entered Scotland, the weather has been really quite atrocious. But hopefully that's all changed, because there are blue skies, there are rough seas, and there are rugged landscapes. What I'm intending to do now is after this chit chat is just spend the rest of Scotland documenting it with video and photograph, as opposed to me yapping on, because to be honest, it doesn't need me to say anything. And hopefully the rest of Scotland on this channel is going to speak for itself. Famous last words. So I'm going to try and capture some landscapes, seascapes, rockscapes, wavescapes, skyscapes, cloudscapes, and I think that should basically do the trick. Hope you enjoy them. Cheers.